A man who had lived on a deserted island for more than 10 years unexpectedly discovered a woman with a great figure. He followed her all the way to the shoreline. Then the woman stopped in her tracks, raised her hand, and pointed toward the distance. The man looked in the direction she indicated, then turned back to face the woman only to find that she was nothing but a skeleton. The shock jolted Friday awake straight from his dream. He felt the dream must be some kind of warning or omen. So he went to find Robinson and told him what he had just dreamed. When Robinson heard that there was a woman, he immediately got up. In the middle of the night, the two of them grabbed torches and went to the beach, yet they found neither footprints nor any sign of a person. Disappointed, Robinson turned around and left. He figured Friday must have gone crazy from missing a woman. But what happened next caught them both off guard. The next day, something strange occurred. While Friday was drawing water, he discovered that the mountain spring, which had never run dry for years, had suddenly run out. After that, the two of them went to inspect the source of the water. When Robinson reached out to check it, his hand was inexplicably stuck. After he finally managed to pull his hand free, he realized his wedding ring was gone again. At the same moment, the flow of water stopped. To find out what was going on inside, the two brought gunpowder and prepared to blow open the gap in the rocks. Only after the gunpowder was ignited did they realize they had forgotten to remove the powder keg. With a massive explosion, a large amount of water rushed out, and a bizarre box came tumbling free as well. Friday stared at the skull on its lid, and an ominous feeling surged through him. Robinson, on the other hand, shrugged it off. He thought about going inside to see whether there was anything valuable in the cave. But right after Robinson stepped into the cave and took a sip of the water, he found that the spring water had turned bitter. That left him thoroughly confused. While Friday examined the stone wall, he noticed many strange patterns. Curious, Robinson leaned in too. Before the two could make sense of what the drawings meant, the cave began to shake violently. The two hurriedly turned and ran back out. Back home, both of them couldn't stop wondering what was inside that box. After some careful observation, Robinson discovered that the box was sealed with wax. He quickly fetched a lit candle and melted the wax. When the wax finally came apart, a strange-looking key fell out. It matched the box's keyhole perfectly. However, the box had 6 keyholes. That meant if they inserted the key into the wrong one, there was a good chance the box wouldn't open at all. At that moment, Friday suddenly remembered something. He studied the patterns on the lid, noticing that they were all different. He guessed that those patterns might indicate the correct order for opening the box. Robinson was curious how Friday could possibly know that. Friday insisted it was the wisdom of the savages. Sure enough, just as Friday had predicted, when they followed the steps in the right sequence, Friday successfully opened the box. But it wasn't filled with treasure. Instead, inside was a skull that had long since become bone. Friday recognized it at a glance. This was the same woman from his dream. To figure out why the woman had been entangling him, the two of them simply repaired the opening and went back inside again. After Friday studied the wall paintings carefully, he learned this was a legend about a water god. The woman he had seen was the offering prepared for the water god, and the reason the woman pointed toward the sea may have been to ensure Friday could piece her body back together, then cast her into the ocean so her soul could finally rest in peace. Now, all Friday needed to do was find the other parts of the woman. Robinson originally didn't want to get involved in such a troublesome task, but when he heard Friday say that if the woman could finally rest, not only would the mountain spring's water turn sweet again, but Robinson's ring would also be found, he agreed to help just for the sake of the ring.